Alrighty, I am going to go ahead and swatch and review the Urban Decay electric palette for you. I have prepped my arm right here with with Urban Decay's regular primer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it. I'm going to show you how the set comes. It comes like this with the brush in the middle. Sorry about that. Comes with the brush in the middle right here. It comes with, this one's called Revolt, then Gonzo, Slow Burn, Savage, Fringe is on the end over here, and down here we have Thrash, Freak, Urban, Jilted, and Chaos. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch these on my arm for you so you know which ones are which and how they're going to work on a light skin, light complexion like mine. So I'll go ahead and show you on my arm. Now, Revolt is the first color I'm going to use here, and I don't think I have enough of it on my brush, but I'm going to swatch it anyways because I think enough of it is on my brush for you to see the kind of color that it is. It's a really silver color. And let me try and get it to focus. There we go. So I'm just going to get a little bit more of it out of the palette and put it on my arm right there so you can see it a little better. So there's Revolt, and that's the silver color. The next color right next to it is called Gonzo. And you want to make sure, because these are pressed pigments and they're very, very potent, you want to make sure that when you're using them that you use a primer first of all, because you want the potent color. But if you don't want this really, really super potent color like we're getting, that you'll want to make sure and put just a little bit on and then blend it out like this. But this is Gonzo, and as you can see, I put on the first the first thing I did was I put on a nice potent line of it right here, and then I'm blending it outwards, which is, I flip the brush over and blend it outwards. But it's a very, very potent color, and it's also very, very bright blue. So I'm going to switch brushes now, so I have a clean brush to use. And then we're going to go with Slow Burn. Slow Burn's the next one on the palette. It is a reddish orange color. And these are recommended not to be used around the eye area because they are a pure pigment. And that has to do with the red that's in it. Apparently some reds can cause a little bit of irritation around the eye area. That, I would say, is pretty regular with any pure pigmented color, whether you're using a reddish one or whether you're using the blue or the silver. You use it around your eyes, you're gonna get a bit of irritation if you get it in your eyes. The one that I just put on my arm is called Slow Burn, and it goes on really, really pigmented, as you can see. The next one is Savage. This one's Savage, and it doesn't do very well on my skin, but if I were going for like a Barbie look, this would be an excellent color for that. I also have kind of a rigid brush with some rigid bristles, so sorry about that, but that is Savage for you. The next color we're going to play with is Fringe. This is one of my favorite colors in the palette. And it is a blue-green, and it has got a lot of shimmer to it, which I happen to love about it. This is Fringe, and as you can see, well, it's more of a metallic, I would say, instead of a shimmer. And as you put it on, it goes on very well. This is a brush that's it's a little bit different than the brushes that I was using, but you can see that it goes on with a little bit of a fringe around the outside of it, so you have to be very, very careful when you're putting these on, that you make sure you get it right where you want it. And if you don't get it right where you want it, you can always blend it out a bit and see if you can get it put where you want it. Our next color that we're going to play with is another one of my favorites, but I don't use it very often. It's called Thrash. This is the yellowish green color, and it is amazing if you're going for a neon look. It is absolutely fantastic. It's nice and potent, as you can see. Then we've got our next color I also like a lot, which is the green color in the palette, and it's called Freak. And this one is also a very metallic color, and so in order to get it to go on nice and bright, you do have to kind of layer it a little bit more. I'll tip this up so you can see it. And then I need to hit up. We need to go with Urban now. Urban is our next color, and this is the purple. This is another one of those colors that that they recommend that you keep away from your eye area because it is a red-based color. Again, when you're using, potent pigments like this, it is okay to put them around your eyes. Now, I'm not a professional, so please don't assume that my word is law, but it is okay to put these around your eyes. You just need to be very, very cautious. If you have especially sensitive eyes, you'll want to be more cautious than others about what you're putting around your eyes, and you don't want to be getting it into your eyeball. You want to make sure that you're giving it enough room outside of what you're trying to do, so that you don't get it in your eyeball, because it can be irritating. Our next color is Jilted. This is the pinkish purple color is what I would say. It's kind of a fuchsia. It's not quite as bright as the Savage right here, but it does have a lot of purples, and it's kind of a pinkish purple. Let's show that to you. My camera doesn't like it that close. There we go. These are the colors so far. And then our last color, without further ado, we are going to play with, this is Chaos. Chaos is our last color. And I'm putting it on with a pretty big brush. This is the brush, so when I put it on, it's going to kind of go everywhere. But it goes on nice and potent, as you can see. It's like putting a crayon on your skin. And there you have it. There is Chaos, Jilted, Urban, Freak, Thrash. We have Fringe next, then Savage, Slow Burn, Gonzo, and Revolt. My opinion of this set is that it is an amazing set that works excellent for a really, really vivid color work. If you're wearing like a tie-dye outfit, or you have any one of these colors that will really go with your outfit, you can really make this set work, and you can make it work for almost any skin color, any the colors that you choose to use are going to be a little bit different than what you actually end up using. So, sorry about that. Colors that you choose to use are going to be based off of the outfit that you want to wear. And so you want to make sure and take into account that these are very, very potent colors, very bright and pigmented colors. They are pressed pigment, again, and the Slow Burn, Savage, Jilted, and Urban, the ones that are a red based, you know, there's concern that you put them around your eyes and they're going to bother your eyes. Well, you put any of these around your eyes and aren't careful with them, and they're going to bother your eyes. That's just the basics of it. You put any really, really deeply pigmented colors around your eyes, especially if you have sensitive eyes, and you're going to see a type of irritation to them. So you want to just keep that in mind when you are using any really, really pigmented colors like these. But my official opinion is this is an awesome palette. I love to use it, and I hope that you will find this this review helpful and useful, and you can use it for yourself and help you to choose whether you want to buy this palette or not. I highly suggest it. It is very useful and lots of color. If lots and lots of color isn't really your thing, maybe this will be the moment to branch out. But if you're going to branch out, this one is definitely the right one to do it with. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching. Bye!